I do have cuteness. I have a cuteness overload. Shadow's little cub has just stalked all the way along over the top of the mound to try and chase its mom and to try and jump on her, and she went flying off the top of the mound, and now they're having a little game. Look at that. How cute is that? Is that not the sweetest thing? And a bit of bonding, a bit of grooming. So even after a bit of hissing and kind of going at each other and having a little mom-daughter feud, they at least have managed to figure their things out and have at least got a situation where everybody still loves one another and they're still going to groom each other. Very cool to see. I love it when little baby or leopard cubs get playful. It's the best thing in the world, and you might find she do it again, and it's all important for later in life. It helps her practice, helps her get used to what's going on, and to be able to learn how to hunt down things like male impalas all by herself later in life. So it really is a wonderful thing to watch, and we had such a beautiful little sighting of her bouncing off the mound itself. Now, Sens, I'm just going to move you slightly forward, because at the moment what's happening is my shadow is actually in the way of, there we go, how's that? That's beautiful light now. Now the little cub is still moving around quite a bit and is still coming this way, but look at that light on shadow. It's just that perfect afternoon post kind of cloudy, stormy weather, and you get this orange rich light that gets onto a leopard, and a leopard cannot look any better than when it is in warm light like that. So you can see a couple of the vultures in the background, and here comes the cub again. Now just watch the cub. If the cub gets close, she'll start to kind of stalk down, and she gets a little bit lower, and she slowly but surely then starts to kind of stalk onto mom. And maybe she's not going to do it now, although it's, I think, because mom has spotted her. But look, you see she's going down and she's just rolling, and you'll see once mom loses sort of patience and stops watching her, then she starts her stalk again. So she's already got that kind of motion down pat, so she knows already how to be able to stalk without being seen. So as soon as she gets watched, she stops, which is exactly how a leopard will be. Is if an impala turns towards where she is, they'll stop, and then they'll then carry on once the impala looks away. And it's the same with mom. So she's learning valuable techniques by stalking mom, and to try and hunt her mother is actually a really, really good thing for her. So amazing to watch. And like I say, it's interesting to watch this little cub as it goes about its business. It doesn't sit still for 2 seconds. The whole time we've been here, it has been moving around. The only time we saw it actually sleep was when mom was on the termite mound, and there really wasn't much going on early in the afternoon. But other than that, it has been moving all over the place, and it's what's making its mom move. Now it's just seen a vulture fly away, so I think it's got a situation where it wants to go and investigate. But the vultures are very far from where we are now. They're right on the distance in the horizon there. You can see all in the big tree over there. So that's where you can see the branch that's actually wobbling. That's where the vulture flew off from and landed on the other side. So it went quite a long way away, but that's not going to stop her. She seems as though she's going to go wander off and investigate what are these large birds that are congregating in this area. Maybe it's also a tactic to be able to get some distance between mom and herself, that she can then start to come back and stalk this way. No, she's heading way off towards the vultures. You can see the little white tip to the tail heading in that direction. I'm sure she's going to lose bravery fairly shortly, and she'll turn around. There we go. She's going to just stop and watch them there, rather. I think she's actually looking up at the vulture that's not far from her. There's one that's just up to her left-hand side, and I think that's the one that she's rather going to be watching than the ones far away. And she's quite curious about this big bird that is sitting at the top of a tree and watching her, and it's almost a stare down between the two at the moment. Very cool. Little cub, you're going to learn to hate vultures. Vultures are going to attract a lot of danger for you and a lot of things that steal all your food. Okay, let's see now if she's going to stalk. No, mom is watching her, so I don't think she's got any chance. But what she was doing earlier is quite clever. She was learning to use cover, and so she went round the mound. And let's see if she's going to do it again. It might be the case that she'll kind of go round the back, and then from there, no, she's not doing it now. I think the game is up a little bit. She knows that mom knows where she is. She's not exactly making herself small and unknown at this stage. Let's see, maybe. Look, you see, look at those eyes. Those are plotting eyes, aren't they? You see, look how she uses the mound. So she's going behind the mound, and she might do the exact same thing as she did just now, which is basically to come over the top of the mound and then to be able to get herself into a position. There we go. You see what I mean? So she's getting herself into a position where she can then strike out and jump on mom. See, look, she's poking. And there she comes. How cool is that? You're too cute, little one. It's such fun watching little cats play and learn. And we've been spoiled this afternoon between the Sticks cubs and obviously Shadow's little cub and Taylor with cubs in the Mara. It's lots of little animals at the moment, and it's wonderful to see and to watch them go about their business. And like I say, it's all important. And now we're going to have a ferocious grooming session, which is typical. You can see Mom is really cleaning little one, and she's doing the same. And this is quite typical after feeding and moving around. You do see this a lot from a leopard and her cub. What this also might indicate is that they've decided that they might move off from here, because you often find with leopards and particularly when they kind of finish eating, they'll clean themselves and then they go off maybe for water. So you might find that Shadow decides, that's it, we're going to leave this carcass to this hyena and we're going to carry on and maybe head towards Treehouse Dam or one of the puddles somewhere around here for a drink. Right, now I'll rewatch these two and see how... Okay, Shadow, yes. Don't growl at me. I'm just watching you playing. Now we watch these two and see what they get up to. Let's go back across to Taylor McCurdy and her two beautiful male lions. And I wonder if they're going to give us an audio show for the evening.